Welcome, dear friends, to Cardiac Radio at 11 p.m., nourishing our souls with one more Immortal Messages. Immortal Messages is a program based on the book Psychophonic Instructions, which was brought to us 66 years ago, and finally in English right here at Cardiac Radio. It's not published in its hard print copy. It's under revision. We will relay it to the publisher, and if they want to publish, they will. But we're relaying to you our free translation so we can discuss the beautiful treasure that these messages bring to us. This book comes with several authors. Dr. Bezerra de Menezes, André Luiz, Emmanuel Meimei, Dias da Cruz, and many others. Even Teresa Davila, and many others. So this book is unique because it came at the end. The messages were psychophonic. They came as spoken words through the medium Chico Xavier. And these several spirits relayed the message in a meeting just like that, as you see here in the video, as I'm pointing to the screen of another computer where you see the people united around the table, Chico Xavier there, the tape recorder of the time in 1954, 1955, and then these illuminated spirits around. I have no doubt that the good spirits are always surrounding us. They are always guiding our lives, and they are always looking for good instruments. Do you want to be a good instrument? Who doesn't, right? The problem is we don't know how to be a good instrument. So Chico Xavier is an inspiration for us because he shows to us through the Spiritist framework what it is to be the so-called instrument of peace, like in St. Francis' prayer. So in these messages, we're going to find new directions. It's going to expand our horizons. It's going to recalibrate us, especially for the current times that we're living in. As you know, you and I are in this special time that will be historic on Earth, the pandemic. And what we're doing with this lockdown, the social isolation, the quarantine, however we name it, this moment in which we are physically far from one another, but so close to everyone, closer than ever, because we can't deny that this time we've been ever more connected to the world and paying more attention to people, learning to listen to people, learning to pray, and especially revisiting important concepts about life. Many people are asking, when is this going to end? And the question is, how is this going to end? If I don't see myself any different, the pandemic is not enough to boost in us a better person. Something else is going to happen, for sure. So we should share with people that this is it. This is time to revisit priorities. You know our schedule. We would wake up, do this, that, and the other, go to a coffee shop, and then go to work, and then pick up the children, and then do this, that, and the other, and then concert and ballet, and this, and da. And now we ask, do you want to go back to that pace? Do you need to go back to everything you're doing? Because if you haven't realized yet the needs of transformation and changes, this pandemic is not going to go away so quickly. And we're going to be stumbling on each other's anxieties unnecessarily. Because we are here at Cardiac Radio, we can talk about these things, and it's easy for us to understand why. We just wish we could really pass on this information ever more quickly to people so they realize that the sooner we adjust our priorities, the easier it's going to be for everybody, because we're talking about a vibrational change. the magnet to this virus is a vibrational magnet. It has nothing to do with the physical only. The physical is just a temporary thing, a passing thing, but what we're talking about is the spiritual part of us. We created it collectively. We needed to change our vibration collectively to change this status as well. Talking about this, we want to pray often. And today we have a message by Emmanuel through Chico Xavier. Emmanuel, at the end of one of those meetings, as you can see in the picture here, I'm showing a screen where you can see a mediumistic meeting, people seated around the table, and Chico Xavier there, and a tape recorder. This was 1954, 1955, and the illuminated spirits coming along. At the end of the meeting, after a lot of rescue work, there is a message by Emmanuel, but a prayer that they recorded, and this prayer is for us now a living lesson. Let us listen to the prayer and see how we can boost in us the transformation that we still need. Ready? Yes? Welcome, dear friends. Welcome everyone who is joining us. Lord Jesus, we associate our voice to all the supplications that ask for the blessings of love, so that we may work in harmony with your superior designs. Give us awareness of our responsibilities and instill in us the notion of duty. Grant us the dignity of peaceful resistance in the face of the evil that calls us to trouble, and make us awake in the spiritual construction that we have been called to accomplish with you, within the renunciation you have taught us. Erase the flames of discord in our thoughts, and help us respond with silence, serenity, and diligence, in the good and in the offensive of unreason, violence, and hatred. Instill in us the courage to forget everything that expresses uselessness, and enlive in our memory the cultivation of moral values that are indispensable to the building of our future. Master, do not let us be hypnotized by indifference that so often has been our personal invigilance in your work of light. May fraternity and order, human understanding, and reciprocal respect preside over us each day, in your name, in the execution of your divine will. These are the vows we repeat with all of our heart, today and always. So, what are the main points in this message for us? What are the main points that Emmanuel is bringing to us here? Of course, first, this communication with the governor of our planet, Jesus, which is also natural. Some people ask, should I pray to God, pray to Jesus, pray to Chico Xavier? And as Kardec illuminates us in the book Genesis, and in the Gospel according to Spiritism, and in the Spirit's book, it's a knowledge that repeats itself. When we pray to God, God will assign, delegate to his messengers the works that will be helping us out. But if you pray to a specific spirit, of course, this spirit is under the jurisdiction of God, like all of us. He can only do what is according to the laws of God. But of course, Jesus is our shepherd on earth, the one taking care of each one of us. He knows exactly what we need. So at this point, praying to Jesus is our reverence as well to God. So he says, he is very empathetic in the first line when he says, that he wants to associate his voice with the voice of everybody who is there. Imagine a mediumistic meeting, so many suffering spirits asking for blessings, and Emmanuel, very empathetic, truly altruistic, he comes saying, I want to help them out too. I want to join them out. But he says, we supplicate that mostly we work in harmony with your superior designs. First assessment question for us today. Are we working in harmony with the designs of the Christ? And you may ask, I don't know. I don't know his designs. No, we know. We know because the superior designs of Jesus are the divine designs. And if we study the gospel of Jesus, if we study the Spiritist literature, we're going to see what the superior designs are. So we can probably say that we are not yet working in harmony, but we are aligning ourselves to become synchronized and ever more harmonious with the superior designs. It's important that we're fully aware that we're not there yet. It's important not to put us down, but to actually calibrate us more often. We're not. We still have thoughts that are not beautiful, feelings that are not beautiful, words that are not beautiful, and deeds that sometimes are not really peaceful and harmonious. Well, big deal. But the big deal for us is to know that we can adjust, right? We adjust. So that's number one. The second, asking Jesus to give us awareness of our responsibilities and the notion of duty. We on earth don't have that strong enough in us because we're still raising kids, and we were often raised in that limited awareness of duty and limited awareness of responsibility, thinking that we need to form a family, and then you're adult, you do what you like whenever you like, and you become a good citizen in the limits of this constitution, the constitution of the laws of our countries, and that suffices. Is that enough? Paying the bills, providing for the family, and respecting the laws, it's not enough. Because above these laws, there are the laws of God. And we're not there yet. We're not there yet. So he's asking Jesus to help us expand our awareness of our responsibility and our sense of duty. We have this illusion that once we get to adulthood, because society tells us we're entitled to anything as long as we obey the human laws, we're good. We're not. We still have more. That's why Emmanuel, in all of his books, he keeps saying, press on, press on, press on. And people are like, oh, but I'm so tired. Don't be tired. Renew yourself and go on. Renew and go on. Sleep. Wake up, begin anew. Sleep. Wake up, begin anew. Even if it's a nap during the day. By the way, talking about naps, often people go by their day like this. They wake up and they go without stop. Bad. Because even in nature, it doesn't happen. It's not natural to be on the go. Even at home. Oh, but I'm seated. No, but we need to tune out from the world. Tune in prayers, in meditation, visualizations. Why? Because our physical body is connected to our perispirit, and the perispirit is enveloping us, spirits. The physical body is matter and is under the law of gravity. The perispirit is semi-matter and for that reason also under the law of gravity. We spirits are not under the law of gravity, but because we are connected to this perispirit that is semi-matter and is connected to the earth, we feel this pull and push. We do. And that's what gets us tired, even if you don't notice it. So it's important to break and go on. Why am I saying this? Because Emmanuel is talking about awareness of our responsibility and boosting this sense of duty in us. Sometimes we don't fulfill our duties as much as we want because we don't have enough stamina to do it, because we're connected to the physical body. And it's not enough to eat or to sleep. We needed to allow ourselves to have this break. So as we read in chapter 8 of the second part of the Spirit's book by Kardec about sleep and dreams, we are refreshed when our physical bodies are a little distanced from, or when we spirits are a little more emancipated, as Kardec says, from the physical body. But it's not about throwing your body in the couch and sleeping without a purpose. As Mentor Joseph often says, Vanessa, it's about having this discipline. Go to your bedroom and meditate, pray. Majority of people, they simply throw themselves on the couch, and stay there thinking, hoping that after hours they're going to be restored. But they're not working on it consciously. And at the end of it all, they say, oh, I spent the whole day on Sunday doing nothing, hoping that I was going to be relieved, and I wasn't. Of course, because that's not how we restore energies. We restore by giving ourselves a break, and during that time, the spirit is recharging, being renewed in instructions, while the physical body is being restored. And then we can go on in our duties. I know certain scenarios are tough. I remember when I had my office at the University of Maryland, I would sometimes close the door, lock it, and do breathing exercises, like a short meditation, so I could go on my day fulfilling my duties and being productive. You see that your productivity is going to be maximized this way. So he continues, grant us the dignity of peaceful resistance. So that's a third point, he says. So the first one was about working in harmony with the superior designs. Second, awareness of responsibilities and sense of duty. Third, dignity of peaceful resistance. Right? Temptations. Don't fall into temptations. Peaceful resistance. It's when you are on your WhatsApp and somebody sends you something that is not very dignified. Pornography, for example. Sorry to say it, but it's so common. And you're tempted to see it. Peaceful resistance. Do something else. Peaceful resistance. Make us awake in the spiritual construction and the renunciation that Jesus have taught us. So this is what is renunciation. It's saying like, I'm not going to engage on things that my ego wants. I focus on this selfless mode. 4, erase the flames of discord. And we need it in our thoughts and help us respond with silence. Again, the correlation with Mei Mei's message 2 nights ago about the melody of silence, serenity and diligence in the good. People are attacking and they are combative. Nowadays I see people talking about governments and saying, oh, you voted on this one. I want to see your face now. I mean, are we now in a battle? This is not a spiritist attitude. It's very childish. Very childish, by the way. Because not only it's creating discord, but it's foolish. It's foolish. Because it's not about who is voting, who is supporting. We are all on the same boat. Erase this flame of discord, Jesus, please. But we need to give our hand. How? By responding with silence, serenity, and diligence in the good. Sometimes at home, people they feel like the itchy thing, like they want to argue, they want breathe in and out, go to the bathroom, say a prayer, and then do something good. Do the laundry, do the dishes, take care of your children, read a book, go walk a little bit outdoors, and watch a different program, but do not engage in discord. And here we are. He says, instills in us, 5th point, the courage to forget everything that is not useful. And boosting us the memory to cultivate the moral values. This reminds us of Leon Denis in the book After Death, which we started 5 years ago, and it's on Kardec Radio's YouTube channel, about this beautiful pathway to the straight path, says Leon Denis. And it's about the moral values, the moral life. It's about when we're cultivating virtues. It feels so good. It feels so light. It feels so serene. Instead of holding grudges. So it takes courage to forget what is not useful. It does. Because sometimes society is going to call you up to do things that you don't need to do. So it takes courage to say, I'm sorry, but I can't. And you choose a new path. 6, don't let us be hypnotized by indifference, which has often been our personal invigilance in the work of light. Okay, so this one will be our exercise. Are we hypnotized by indifference? How can we know if we are? Well, it depends. It begins with the closest person in our home. Do we see their needs? In our community, do we see how you can be a helping hand? Maybe in prayers? Good question, huh? So let us dehypnotize, be fully awake. In the next 24 hours, let's do this exercise, saying, Jesus, I'm here awake, ready to fulfill the superior designs. And see what happens. And repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. And repeat it, see? And put reminders, like in this computer that is popping up. Reminders, affirmations, so we can be more spiritually fit every day, right? And may fraternity and order, human understanding and reciprocal respect preside over us each day. How beautiful is this respect, reciprocal respect. This message is so deep, it seems common sense, but it's not. It is bringing to us a deeper realization that we are still under the curriculum of the earth and there's a lot to learn, and I love it. You love learning? You do? Yes, I do too. If we love learning, we just go with it, saying, okay, I want to learn more. And instead of complaining about the learning, we embrace it. Say, I embrace the learning experiences, and I know I'm stronger with it. I'm less vulnerable to the vicissitudes of life, and I am even more useful in this universe. How do you feel right now? More empowered? Hopefully so. So let us do this exercise of dehypnotizing ourselves, maintaining our vigilance, and telling ourselves, I'm here to do the good. No matter what people do, I'm here to do the good. There's so many things to be done. We can't wait for everybody to agree. Let's do the good and do what we gotta do, right? So let us then pray for our beautiful planet. Pray that our beautiful planet is enveloped by this sense of duty, of mutual respect, of solidarity. Shall we, friends? Let us raise our thoughts and feel the blessings. And I'll pray the Ave Maria. Of course I will. I'll play it here, the Ave Maria, so we can pray together. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Dear Mother, Father God, we rejoice at this moment in this unique opportunity that we have to pray together for the betterment of all of us and our planet. We want to heal from this pandemic, and we ask you to kindly provide to us the healing vibrations to stimulate in all of us a greater sense of harmony and serenity, being diligent towards the good. It feels good to know that our essence is divine, and that sooner or later we'll be able to flourish in abilities that we've never imagined we had. But for now, we want to join forces with you, dear Lord of Life, and reach out to all those who are in the hospitals or sick at home, those who need to work in spite of the need to stay home. May they be safe. May they receive the relief that they need. May they find in you the resource to their healing too. And may in the next 24 hours we unite our forces to be more vigilant, not allowing ourselves to be hypnotized by illusions any longer, focusing on the everlasting goal of life. Please bless our homes, our work relationships, our school relationships, our neighbors, all of our networks of love, transforming the sick relationships into new friendships. In the blessings of your love, We thank you for your mercy and your loving kindness, your providence and protection always. Breathing in and out your healing air, we feel soothed, we feel comforted, we feel secure, and we feel a new boost of health. Thank you, dear God, for creating us and for allowing us to be here together tonight. And so be it. Thank you, dear friends. We hope that we stay united in these beautiful thoughts with Emmanuel, being focused on our vigilance to doing the good always. And this is Immortal Messages here at Kardec Radio, always nourishing our souls. Thank you so much, and until tomorrow, God willing.